when I woke up, he was off the leash, but I woke up in terror, like, "Oh, where's Mordex?" But he was just a couple feet away from me, laying down.
Hello, dog people. Thank you for listening to Rescued by a Dog, the podcast about dogs that have actually saved their owners' lives. I am Laura, and this season of the podcast, as I've told you, is totally listener supported. There are two super easy ways to support the podcast for as little as $5. First, you could just Venmo me $5 or whatever amount you want to send. Feel free to send 20 or 1,000 at the handle LauraBama. That's Laura, B as in boy, A, M as in mother, A. Or you can go to patreon.com/Rescued by a Dog podcast. When you join the Rescued by a Dog community on Patreon, your $5 a month will help me to continue sharing these moving stories. Today, you're going to hear a beautiful story from a teenager named Sam who recently found himself living on the streets with his pup, Mordex. And you'll also hear from a remarkable human named Candida who befriended Sam. Candida runs BPH Husky Rescue in Texas, and when she heard Sam's story, she knew their fates were going to align. The audio in this episode isn't great, but the story is worth hearing, so please bear with the audio quality. Hey, Sam, you there? Oh, now you're muted. There we go. We did it.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
How
Nice
you
to meet
doing?
you.
It's so nice to meet you, too. Thank you so much for talking to me about your dog. I can't wait to hear your story. I saw a news story about it, and it really touched my heart. So why don't you start by telling me the name of your dog and what do they look like?
He's a German Shepherd mixed with a little bit of a Belgian Malinois, and he's 2.5 years old, and he has a sable coat.
Pretty. How much does he weigh?
We weighed him at 85.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he needs to get bigger though.
What's his name?
Mordex.
Mordex. Okay. How did you find Mordex?
My stepdad knew I've always wanted like a German Shepherd for like so long, and he one day surprised me with him as a puppy. I took care of him since.
Were you in high school when you met Mordex?
Yes, I was.
Okay. And did you bond with him right away?
Yeah, I loved him the moment I saw him. He's so cute. His eyes, like, he looked like a tiny bit cross-eyed because he's still a baby. He just had this cute, innocent looking face and his small snout. It was cute.
Did he sleep with you right away?
I would always call him in the bed. That was so sweet.
What was your life like when you met him?
It was normal. I was living in a hotel at the time, and when I got him, I've always wanted to see him when I come back from school. He's always been on my mind. Like, I can't wait to see Mordex when I get out of school.
When you would show up from school, what was his body language like when he would see you?
His tail would be going crazy. He tries to jump on me, but he's obviously too small. I always pick him up.
Were you living with your family at the hotel?
Yes. My stepdad left and my mom left. So it was only me and Mordex and my brother. So no money is coming in. We had to find a way to get food for him and ourselves, obviously. We had to move out everything. But, I would go around asking neighbors for like food for Mordex, any dog food or any food for us. There's only so few people I could ask that offered.
What was Mordex doing? Was he just still chilling? Did he know you were struggling?
Well, he knew something was off, especially when my parents had left. He would seem more sad.
How did you then from there become homeless? Did you just get kicked out of the last place?
Yeah, so the constable, the cop came knocking on the door. They said, "Hey, you guys got to go. Take what you need. You can only take a few items to carry with us." So grabbed a couple things, and we ended up leaving. It was really hot outside at the time too, so I needed a way to get in water. I had no way to get in water, so I went around the houses knocking on. I'm walking Mordex, knocking on houses asking for if anyone can have water. You know, some people weren't home. Someone telling me to get off the property, but I'm trying to give him some water because he's panting and foaming at the mouth. So I try to. In one house, eventually, I saw their hose, so I just hurried up and turned on the hose. And he drank like so much water. Yeah, he was really thirsty because the lady actually just came out. So I'm like, sorry, I need to use your hose. And my dog is thirsty. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna give him some ice water. So she's really sweet at that moment. And some cold water.
Did he drink that too?
Yeah, he drank. He drank that too.
And where did y'all sleep that night then?
That night, it was behind a Chinese restaurant near the restaurants. That was the first night. It had a little roof. It's nowhere special, but it's just on some rubble. I just held his leash on my hand. So I was worried. I don't know if he would wander off or anything. But I just had his leash in my arm and slept there that night. And then when I woke up, he was off the leash, but I woke up in terror, like, oh, where's Mordex? But he was just a couple feet away from me, laying down. My back's friends, can you take my dog, or if you have any couple bucks to give him some food? I don't have many friends, or we don't have much family out here, so there's really no one. And we headed down to the Wonderland of Americas, the mall. So we went over to that shopping center, and there was a bench I saw, and it's also shade because it was also hot. So I stayed around there for a couple hours. I did have a laptop at the time, so my phone was broken. So we stayed for a little bit. Some people stopped by, asked if he needs food. I said yes, he does need food. Someone comes back out. The same person comes back out, but it was cat food. He bought cat food for Mordex. So I don't like to ask people for anything. I don't like asking. I'm the last person to ask for anything. So I had to feed him the cat food. Ate a little bit of it. He didn't really like it. That night, I did sleep on the bench that was in front of the mall. Slept there. It was all right, better than the ground. The next day in the morning, Mordex was barking because he heard someone. It's the UT, the University, UT Health. A lady named Julie. She said, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm all right." She's like, "You want to come inside? Like, come inside the mall." So I can come inside. She said, "Yeah, I come inside." So I came inside, charged my laptop also. They come back with food for me and food for Mordex. I was really happy when they helped me out. It's like a burst of good stuff.
Had you been eating?
No, I haven't been eating. No, that's only like snacks and little stuff. But
so that was your first actual meal in how long?
In like a day and a half, almost. The last thing I had was like trail mix. And she had gave me some Wendy's from that day.
I bet that tasted good.
Oh yeah, something warm too. It was really good. We stayed in the mall until it basically closed, and then we eventually had to get out of the mall. And I went back to the bench. When I went back out there, when I tried to go to sleep, the mall security and the golf cart came around and said, "Hey, you can't be here." So we had to find a new place to sleep. I was tired as well, so I could barely even walk. So I woke up, had to get out of there, walked like not too long, for like 5 minutes away. I didn't know where to go to like just sleep, like a safe place to sleep. Also, I found it's like an abandoned diner. I slept in front of the walkway. It's like a ramp, and I had tied Mordex because I don't want anything to happen to him. I tied him to this little railing on the ramp, tight there. I used my backpack as a pillow, and I laid down there. I was scared, hungry and tired, and I wanted all that to go away.
What was Mordex's demeanor like?
He wasn't as happy as he usually is, jumping around and stuff. Happy to be outside for like the longest time he's ever been. But he just walks slow, he's stressed. And, I try to comfort him as much as possible. I wanted to say, hey, I'm here. It's only us. We stick together. When I would talk to him, he would always try to lick my whole face off. It was very sweet. And then that morning, I woke up. I was covered in ant bites and I think some spider bites as well. And I didn't really have a plan when I woke up. But I just wanted to try to find Mordex a safe place to be so I can get on my feet. And the UT staff, they love the dog. They love Mordex. And they tried to help me find a foster for Mordex so I can get on my feet. And a lady named Cindy, she works in a spooky shop in the mall. She came by. She gave me some dog food. She's a very sweet lady. She would also buy me food inside the mall. She's like, hey, you hungry? I'm like, yes. So she gave me what was it? It was like a pork chop burger. It was amazing. I smashed that.
So how long were you all together? How long were you on the streets?
I believe it's 2 weeks.
How did that change? What happened?
A lady named Candida, which I'm here with right now, she reached out, and then the people that helped me inside the mall, they said, hey, do you want to, a lady offered you this. She wants to help you, and she can take Mordex in. So they need to get him Mordex shots, everything chipped, microchipped, and neutered. And a lady named Katrina covered the shots and the microchip. So we brought Mordex out. They all treated me like family. I really liked that. It was a nice feeling. So they got his shots, microchips in my name, because he had never gotten shots at all. He took the shots. Mordex took the shots pretty well. Yeah, he yelped a little bit when he got the microchip because it's a big needle. But I was there for him. I hold him down. Petting him, make sure, hey, you're okay. Nothing's gonna happen. When we got that squared away, one night they put me in a hotel, which is a nice hotel too.
Nice.
They put me and my brother and Mordex in the hotel. Get to shower. They gave us food, money for food too, and they buy us like anything we need, like clothes, socks. We can only take, like I said, we can only take so much stuff when we left the apartment. I had to lose a lot of things, so I had to restart.
Eventually, they set up a GoFundMe for you to help you get on your feet. Is that right? Yeah, that is right. I didn't know they had set it up at first, but she told me, I was like, what? And she's like, people are donating to me. So I really do appreciate everyone that's donating to me, help me get on my feet. That money's going to help me get a car and then housing. Put it towards college because I got a goal. If you go to college, what do you want to major in?
Computer science, maybe.
Can you tell me the name of the GoFundMe?
The GoFundMe is called Support Mordex and Dog Dad in Their Time of Need.
Support Mordex and Dog Dad in Their Time of Need.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And where are you living now?
A camper, pop-up camper they gave me for me to sleep in on her property when she had took me in.
Which one is that? Candida that gave you that on her property?
Yeah, Katrina loaned it to us
Nice.
on her property.
Is that Mordex barking right now? Or is that someone else?
No, that's someone else. Mordex is outside. He's okay.
What does Mordex think about living in a camper?
On the bed, we cuddle each other every night. So he's always on there. It's small, but I love being with him all the time. He's known me his whole life.
Does he have room to run around there?
On the property, yeah, he has just so much land to run around. I was able to get a job at Tractor Supply, which is really close to us. Candida knows the manager, and the manager saw my story, heard my story. She wanted to reach out and help me. So I got an interview. It was pretty quick. It was like the same day she reached out to the manager.
You like the new job?
Yes, I love it. It's really good. They're good people. I like everybody there.
How would you be different now if you hadn't had Mordex as you went through this?
If I didn't have him, I'd probably be on the streets, maybe still. But I'd be very depressed, I'd say. Because you don't have anyone. When you're homeless, you have nothing. No one to lean on, no one to love or anything like that.
Sam, how are you doing now?
I'm living my best right now. I'm doing good. I'm eating as much as I can, as I want, thanks to Candida. She keeps me fed. We went fishing one day. I like to point out that he's a very curious dog. He's still very new to the world. And when we went fishing one day, he saw some fish coming towards the ground, and he trying to play with the fish, trying to scare the fish or whatever. He's just running around just like a happy dog. When he sees me laughing, anytime I'm laughing with him, he would get super excited and just lick my face and tries to get me on my back, and he's as if he's trying to devour me.
If Mordex could understand human English, what would you like to say to him?
I hope you know that I love you, and I will always take care of you and always be there for you.
What do you think he would want to say to you if he could speak English?
He would say, "I love you too, Dad. You've always been there for me."
I'd love to say hi to Candida if she's willing to just give me a quick hello, because it seems like she's such a big part of this story.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Hi. How are you, Candida?
Great, and you?
Good. Thank you so much for helping with this beautiful story and Sam's journey. It's really touching how a community can come together to help one human and one dog. And I think that's it's everything that's beautiful in the world, which is why I wanted to tell it. So thank you. And I'm curious, what made you when you heard about Sam, what made you say, I need to do something about this?
Before we started rescue, we used to foster kids. So when I saw his story, and then I actually saw a comment of our executive director in our rescue saying, some people let them live on the land, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, you know what? I have land. I was like, right now we're trying to start to build a sanctuary for our rescue. And I was like, in the meantime, I'm like, he could use a piece of land. If we could get him like a camper or something out there, in the meantime, he could stay on our sofa, because all of our rooms are full with behavior dogs that cannot go to regular homes. So we could, train them and get them to where they can be in regular homes. So he crashed on our sofa for a couple of days until we figured out how to get a camper here that Katrina lent him. And then we got a donation for a generator. So we got that donation for the generator. So he uses that for AC in the camper.
Right.
And then during the day, he hangs out in the living room with the dogs.
What has it been like having Mordex and Sam around?
I actually love it. I love them being here. He's a very good kid. Mordex is a very great dog. I said that they could stay here as long as they can and as long as they want. Our doors are always open for them.
She's taking care of me like I'm her son, and I like that.
Yeah. Like I told her, I was like, we love you, and even when he spreads his wings and leaves, I was like, if you're stranded in the middle of the road, don't forget to call us. We're here no matter what.
Y'all are going to be in each other's lives forever, I think.
Yeah, he's already stuck with me. I already told him.